So our music can compete with any other types of music in the world. Our sound is very unique. We love to groove in Nigeria, in Africa. I don't know any black man in the world actually that doesn't love to dance. Afrobeat is not a particular type of sound that starts here and ends there. No, that's not what Afrobeat is. Afrobeat is music itself, and its roots are unlimited.
My name is Mystro. I'm a singer, songwriter, producer, all the way from Lagos, Nigeria. So Afrobeat is a genre of music that combines, Western, jazz music and different kind of style like Juju, Fuji music. It was given birth by the legend Fela Kuti. He gave birth to what we call Afropop, where the likes of Wizkid, Davido, Burna Boy, Runtown are doing right now.
Afrobeat, as you know, is probably the best sound out there in the world right now.
Key element to making a great Afrobeat track is definitely gonna be the chord progression.
Synergy is very, very important when it comes to making a great Afrobeat song.
The rhythm, the groove.
It has to be groovy.
Afrobeat was and is still groovy.
The groove has to lock. That's what we call it. It has to lock.
There's a lot of percussions.
The drums have to bang.
You have to bump your head. You have to be like, oh, what's that?
Call it Afrobeat, call it R&B, call it hip hop. Just enjoy the music. What up, it's your boy Spuno, DJ, producer, artist. I grew up in Lagos, Nigeria. I had a big van of records from Sonny Ade to Ebenezer Obey to Fela Kuti. My parents love music, so I think that's where the foundation of my core love for music came from.
My name is Dunnie. I'm a singer, songwriter, and music producer. Growing up in my teens in the Yoruba-speaking parts of Nigeria actually influenced my music because I grew up around Afrobeat, Fela, Juju music, Sonny Ade, Ebenezer Obey. I think my staying in Abuja actually changed my creativity when it comes to making music as a producer and as an artist as well. So I think I have like a sandwich of influence when it comes to music because I'm heavily inspired by African sounds, but also by the R&B and hip hop and soul music as well.
I grew up in Lagos, Nigeria. I was born in Lagos, Nigeria, like most of my life. Kind of music we grew up listening to, definitely Michael Jackson, Boyz II Men, Usher.
That's why I sip my alcohol.
So if you actually listen to my sound, you would actually see a little bit of pop in it, but with an African influence. That's why I call it Afropop.
Nobody stress me, not disturb me, I sip my alcohol.
DJing is like sports. Making music is like sports. So it's something you work at every day. Of course, I have ideas of sounds that I want to experiment. And I think traveling around the world and listening to all this bunch of sounds, definitely one of the things that I lean to when I need inspiration to produce.
Personally, I don't have a type of music. I listen to anything on earth, anything, even sounds, So those things inspire me. And I used to be a live performer. I used to play the piano. I used to have a jazz band back home. And we just play live music. I've never been in the studio. I just, And for me is the chordiness, the chords. I love chord progressions. I love rhythms. They get me every time. So whenever I want to start music like that, I start with chords, to start the melody, to get the melodies right. And I think it was at that point that I felt like, okay, Afrobeat is special.
I think my music is called afrofusion, which is like a fusion of Afrobeats with some other elements. So in my music, it's primarily Afrobeats with the rhythms, the percussions, the drums essentially. But with the melodies, there's a lot of influence of soul, especially soul music, especially in the singing and in the melodies, the instruments in there. I try to make Afro beats from like a cinematic expression as well. So if you listen to like my harmonies, they are very big. You know, I like a lot of violin, cello, strings and all that. So yeah, so it's just like an interesting, I call it like jollof music, like it's concoction of a lot of different genres to make this Afrofusion.
I'm excited about what is to come. Most of the people doing these records that you hear on these international platforms, they've been doing it for a minute.
It's like, what a time to be alive. So right now, the influence is still more social, it's more economical. But I think we're going to transcend into a pattern where it's going to even be more influential on our political scene as well. So yeah, I'm looking for like pretty much of what dancehall did for Jamaica. I think that's what Afrobeats can actually do for Nigeria and other West African countries that do this kind of music as well.
It felt like a dream because Love Once is my first song to go on #2 on YouTube Music UK, and that's a huge thing. Like that's first Afrobeat song, like to actually do that, and I get to be on the song, so that's like pretty good for me. And next thing, I drop another single, Apala, and it's like top 10 on Shazam Global. It's a wonderful feeling, and it motivates me more to actually like keep moving and keep working, and it's like only up from here. Like it's been this way from the beginning. Yeah.
One thing I consistently talk about or say to any young artist, just be consistent.
Make sure you're always learning something new about the industry, about the craft, and consistency. That's like the key.
Be consistent, be yourself, stay confident. Not everybody might like your music at some point, but don't let that hold you back and don't let that discourage you.
Somebody somewhere will see you, we get to you someday. If you're doing the right thing, you do show.
What is to come from our culture, music-wise, also is going to be very interesting. We have a lot of new talents who are putting in their best foot. And look, I'm excited about the future.